So I'm going to cover some announcements and some of the material you have in the back. And I do urge you to pick up the material. There's extra postcards, there's extra flyers, and we want you to reach out to your friends, neighbors, relatives, because we need a lot of people to support this campaign. And I see Mark Greenberg and the Interfaith Assembly with a whole posse has joined us. Thank you.
What's that what?
Not just my teachers. It's right here, going back to more than 3 years. But they still say I owe them money and that I have to leave my apartment.
I hear you here. You see this? The records show you didn't pay the rent for May, June, and July last year. So you're 3 months behind. Let's see those receipts you have. What's what? What's that what? The stipulation, that's an agreement that you owe money and you are applying to aid.
Housing is a right. It's not a privilege. And so our job as elected officials are to do everything we can to make sure that that right continues for you.
Yes.
Represented by lawyers. We're doing everything we can to make sure that the Office of Special Enforcement is adequate in order to respond to and proactively go after.
We have a very unique opportunity to set forth a vision that's going to recognize that, as your council member has said, housing is a right. And for too long, many New Yorkers have been denied that fundamental right. And so we are here because we know that Intro 214 is an investment that will make a difference. It will keep families in their apartments. It will stabilize our communities. It will make sure that we prevent homelessness.
So the stereotype that people have that homelessness is about single men with substance abuse or mental health problems is just not true anymore. Mostly it's families. They're victims of economic circumstances. And the single largest cause of family homelessness in New York City, backed up by data, is eviction. So the eviction crisis is feeding the homeless crisis. And think of all the human cost involved here when you lose your home, and often then you lose your job because you have nowhere to shower or dress, or you can't get to work, and the impact on kids who are no longer in the neighborhood where they used to go to school, and all the emotional turmoil and the mental health impact. This is really a devastating epidemic.
Than most cities. And that's the number that I can think of if we lose another 100,000 in the next 10 years in the borough of Manhattan only, then we will hardly have any middle income or working families left in our borough. And that's where the crime is, because if we don't have the artists, and we don't have you, and we don't have people who care about their community, because I will guarantee to you so many times that people who are in the rent-regulated units, be they Mitchell-Lama, Section 8, NYCHA, even co-ops, who are part of the neighborhood, all of us who are in that stability are the ones who make our neighborhoods thrive, alive, participate in the PTA and the community board. So without you, we don't have a city. And without you, we don't have the excitement and the edginess and the caring that this city needs, because we can't all be condos and people who travel and don't care about the things that you care about. So it's not just about the fact that we have to have affordable, we have to have stability, we have to have families who care.
And so all of us have got to work together, because 52% of all tenants evicted last year were evicted from a rent-stabilized apartment. In all areas of the city, not just those being rezoned, and not just in areas where there's gentrification happening, all over the city. And tenants citywide deserve strong anti-harassment and anti-displacement policies. And the solution, yes, my friends, is Intro 214, which will enable the city to establish and implement a program for the provision of legal services for tenants meeting certain income requirements. The bill has the support of 38 council members and the public advocate of the city of New York.
One of the things that happens now is this city has extraordinary lawyers for tenants. The legal services, legal aid, and other programs are unbelievably great.
This will be a great victory, and one of the biggest victories that I have experience with housing.